All right, it says that we're live.
Excellent. So I'm adding J. Castell to the workspace here. And if it does not send you an invitation, here's the link. If it's okay, would it be all right if I navigated for the first part and you drove for homework 1, part 2, the first section?
Yeah, whatever. I mean, it sounds like you've done this before. This is my very first time, so yeah. If you want to kind of get us started, that way I can get an idea of how it works.
Yeah, exactly. So we take turns.
Yeah, for sure.
You will drive, meaning for the first 15 minutes, you will be the one who types
Okay.
and focuses on exactly the small parts, and then we work together. And
Mm-hmm.
then I will be the one who navigates, and then every 15 minutes or so we'll switch.
Okay.
So what I've been doing is I'll put into this chat here, Jorge is starting to drive, and then I'm putting the link. Oh, you don't have the group chat. Let me put into the um, Google chat the link to the workspace that I'm on C9. Do you have that?
Um, I saw that you put a link on the Google chat.
Yep.
And what do I do with that?
Oh, if you go to that link in your browser,
Yep.
it will let you. Um, it will let you. What am I saying? It will let you type the same. Um, I'm sorry. How does it work? It will let you work in the same workspace as I am, so we can
Okay.
type on the same screen at the same time.
All right. Yeah. I mean, it looks like I am in the same virtual machine or something with you, and I see I'm in a chat now
Okay. Okay.
with
Perfect.
you. It looks like I have only read, have a read-only permission, so maybe I'm not sure if do we need to change that or that's fine.
Let me update that. I think it doesn't show your name until I refresh the whole screen, so I'm
Oh, I
refreshing.
see. Okay, yeah, because I'm there, I can see your name as read write.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Okay, so again, we've section 1 was done separately, so we're doing part 2, homework 1. Yes, I
Okay.
see your test here. Perfect. All right, so as the navigator, I'll start off with the instructions for part 2. Do you have the instructions?
Yeah, I have them. Yep, I have them right here.
Okay, so what I like to do is to copy the logic or instructions from what I'm working on into the workspace as a
Oh,
comment.
that's a good idea. All right, let me grab that. Oops. I only have one screen right now, so that makes things a little. So let's see. No, is that the syntax for long comments in Ruby?
It looks like you have some SQL background. You know what? The line comment is what I've been using, which is the
The pound sign.
hash. Yeah, the pound sign.
Oh, I remember what it is. Can you see them?
I can.
Cool.
All right, so we have define a hello method that takes a string representing a name and returns the string hello, comma, space, concatenated with the name. All right, so um,
So my role is just kind of to type what you say. Is that what it is, or do I also?
yeah, type what you think is good. We kind of just everybody. The way it works in practice, in my experiences, everybody. I'm gonna say my ideas, and you're gonna say your ideas. If there's any question, you're gonna focus more on the typing. I'm gonna focus more on the direction, but in general, we're both going to be, yeah, doing exactly what you're doing, just giving ideas and moving us forward.
Okay.
So, actually, the way you have it, I think would fully complete it if we save that. I think we're done with this section
Okay.
because we don't have to put return.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as far as I did, so I'm not sure where you're at with Ruby, but I'm pretty new. But I did all the Code Academy Ruby, the first one all the way through object oriented, and I've been coding for a while, so I have a pretty good idea of it. But this was like a week ago or so I'm still a little rusty on the syntax. So, but
Okay.
yeah, as far as I remember, that's kind of how I think it should work.
Yeah, it's going to work because the return is it will
Mm-hmm.
automatically return the
Correct.
last statement. So that's the
Mm-hmm.
last statement, and
Mm-hmm.
then we have concatenated
Yeah.
by default, just in a set of a string here,
Yeah.
the hello and the name. Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna run the test for
All
it.
right. Good.
Running that now, and it looks like we passed. So there we go. Do you see
Sweet.
the test as well?
Yeah, cool. Okay, so this is this little hello there. That's how you specify which one, what part of it is being run, or
Yeah, this yes, exactly.
okay.
And also we have part two, the spec or the R spec.
Mm-hmm.
This tells us what is being tested.
Yep, yep, yep.
So
Yeah, it's looking great. Cool.
if when you look it up, yeah, we have it tested all these things with Dan, Bill, Mr. Ilson, and that's what it worked.
Wait, what were you saying? Dan, Bill, Mr. Wilson.
These are the tests that it just ran on your code.
Which ones? I can't see
Oh,
your I can't see
I'm
your
sorry.
pointer. So.
Can you see my screen in
Oh,
the screen
oh,
share?
okay. Yeah, let me go to you. Yeah, I was on the I was in the. Okay, let me go to the screen share. Okay, could you show again what you were? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay. And the way I opened this is through first I used in the homework
Mm-hmm.
instructions, I
Mm-hmm.
ran the statement to pull
Mm-hmm.
in the homework Ruby intro
Yep, yep, yep.
to from Git
Mm-hmm.
into this
Mm-hmm.
workspace.
Mm-hmm.
Then under the spec folder, there's part two spec, double
Mm-hmm.
click, and then it pops up
Oh,
here.
cool. It tells
And
you
then
everything that I tested.
the hello
Cool.
executor or method or whatever it is, program runs these tests.
Cool.
Okay.
Awesome. Cool.
So now we're on number two, and
All right.
about 8 minutes more until we switch roles.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. So where are we at here? Uh,
All right. So the description for this number two. Let's see, is that the right one at the top? Define a method
yeah,
starts
define
with
a
a consonant.
method.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah. Takes a string and returns true if it starts with a consonant and false otherwise. For our purposes, a consonant is any letter other than A, I, or U. Make sure it works for both upper and lower case and for non-letters. Okay, so probably we can get started with maybe just what I tend to do is just put code on there, something like if s is, say if s, okay, the way that the first letter is identified is S, open bracket, 0, close bracket. So let's say the first space, and then we can do uppercase or downcase to change them all to uppercase or downcase.
Yeah, can we do like the first step that we do is we just send it downcase. I don't remember the names. Is it downcase? I think it's downcase,
Yeah,
right?
downcase will work. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have to do something like that so that it actually replaces it.
Yep. Yep.
All right. So if that's not, I mean, do we? So the way that I think about it right away is I'm sure probably Ruby has a way of actually saying, you know, is a vowel maybe already created, but the way that I originally think about it is of kind of like a little hash table, or no? Well, no, we just need a vowel array, right? And then say if it's in the array.
Yep. I'm thinking the same thing. Now you got me thinking. So what I have here in the screen share is the documentation for
Yeah,
string.
yeah.
And I'm going to do a search for consonant.
Okay.
Okay, that didn't come up with anything.
Vowels.
Vowels. It's 12 notches for vowel.
Vowel and non-vowel, huh?
Yeah, it looks like it may have something for vowel and non-vowel. So it's using it in this code. Let's see here. But it's not in the description. You know what? For regular expressions, I had that one up too. The parts that are really clear to me
Yeah.
are that we can do something like this right here with a forward slash,
Oh
and
yeah,
then use brackets
yeah.
to tell it anything in the brackets, and then we could do the match if we want,
Yeah.
or we could just say this so equal squiggly or tilde.
Yeah, the match.
Yeah, so either dot match or equals tilde will work.
They're the same thing, right? Or
Yes. All right. As far as I know, yes.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you already are typing this. Okay.
Well,
Oh, you have it dot include. Okay.
yeah, I was doing this. I mean, this is kind of like the way that I would know how to do it, but I'm not sure if that's the most elegant way to do it.
Okay. So yeah, you're saying if the first index or the first position of S includes A, I, O, U, and now we could put a right at the beginning of that line a return true. Wait,
Yeah.
sorry. It's constant true. So that's if it includes it, it's return false.
Yeah.
And we would need to, in that case, yep, you've already made S as down case. Okay, so it's already down case. All right, do you want to, let's go ahead and test this as is.
Okay.
We can run some tests. So first thing we need to do is save it. I went ahead and saved it.
Cool.
There's different ways to test, so I just want to show you since you're saying
Cool.
um, yeah, so the one way is taking just this RSpec, the predefined test that they have,
Mm-hmm.
or this one.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Okay, so
cool.
we
Yeah.
can run that. I'll run that first, and then I'll show you another method.
Yeah.
So if we run theirs, we receive failure that they were expecting the consonant V to be truthy, but when they run the consonant V through this, it gets returned as ends as false because we don't have anywhere to return true.
Yeah. So
Okay,
maybe we just
so
add.
that's what we're expecting. Yeah. You know what? Do you know how to do not include, or is it just if not?
I mean, yeah, we could try that. Or if we just do this, if not this.
Let's try that.
But then
So
this would
return
be
true.
true. So one way that we could do this is we could just say R. I mean, we could say R is equal to true. You know, and I'll just write it and you can tell me if that sounds. So R is equal to true. I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then R equals false, and then R equals true, depending on our logic, and then return R at the end.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't even know if we need this actually, because this one only gets evaluated. So I think this is enough, right? Because it's always going to evaluate to true. So unless this is true, which makes this false, we're always going to return true.
I
So
see. I see.
well, let's give that one a try and see what we get.
Okay, so the other method to test,
Oh
I think my internet might be slow there. All right, the workspace. My bash isn't responding.
oh, minus. Oh no, I tried to write on it and it wouldn't.
And why?
Yeah, that seems to be working.
Right.
Can we
All right. Well,
close it and open a new instance of the bash?
yes. I really don't want to do that. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. All right. All right. Now, being new here, do you remember how to open the terminal?
No, but okay.
It's gonna be
Okay,
somewhere.
so it looks like, well, I went to view and then it says console. Try that and see if that one gives it back to you.
Thank you.
Cool. Mine is working again, so.
Yep. So I restarted it. Thank you.
Cool.
All right, so what we're going to do is load this file. Because we cannot. Oh, so let me see. Okay, first we're going to quit IRB CD or ls into. We're going to go to
CD to the
CD
workspace.
workspace. Ls. Now we're going to CD work Ruby intro.
One in the library.
Okay, I think this will do it. So let me try IRB load.
Oh, so that's the other way that you're.
Yeah, yep, exactly. This lets us directly execute the file, the Ruby intro.rb.
Okay.
Okay, so now it's loaded. And so with it loaded, we can run a defined method.
Oh, I see. Cool. So you're testing it not on the default tests that they've created, but we can test it on things of our own.
Yeah, so if I'm going to say, I'm going to pass it Jorge. It returns nil. Okay. Let's try that with
Maybe.
Apple returns false,
Apple returns false. Okay.
but
So,
Jorge returns nil. So that means, let's try adding maybe the R. You know what? We need to switch drivers.
oh, okay, cool. So we don't need to do anything, right? You just start driving and I start. And you make a little
Okay, yep.
comment.
Yep. Okay. So
Cool.
I'll drive, and I'm gonna do what you're saying R here. Oops. All right, let's see.
Yeah, just add a little R. And then, yeah, there you go, because I deleted that. Okay, yeah, let's try that.
Saving. And then do you want to run the tests?
Sure, but then you can't see my screen. Right, because we're not sharing. Are we sharing? You can't see what I'm doing in my bash.
Can you do it in my bash?
Well, that's what I'm trying to do, but I think when we unsynced, our bashes fell out of sync,
Okay. Okay.
unfortunately. How
So
do
I'll run it if, and then we'll go to yours when.
Yeah, let's see that.
Okay. So I'm running with Jorge, and it's still returning nil.
Hmm.
All right. So let's try R's false
Well,
if it doesn't have a valve. First thing,
yeah.
let's try this the true way we were checking for earlier.
So another thing that we can do also is put a print statement. Oh,
What are you thinking?
oh, well, I was thinking the way we had it before to try and see where the bug might be is to put a print statement after the R equal true. So right below it, yeah, you say print R, yeah, print R, and then yeah, if we take away the not that you added, yep, and then after that we print R also.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we still need to return R at the end. So yeah, to see what might be our problem, to see if. So yeah, so that one.
And I didn't print anything. All right.
Yeah, so why is it not printing? Because it should print, right?
Yeah, I have the right Ruby intro RB. Okay. Yep. It should print.
I mean, do you need to reload it? Do you need to, maybe that's it. Maybe after you save it, you might need to reload it using, wonder if it's still loaded on an old version.
See what you're saying, is because it's definitely acting like it's not
Yeah.
loading.
Ah,
There we go. Okay, so we just need to reload it every time we update.
yeah. So
All right.
now it's working.
Perfect.
Now I mean, it gave us true at the end. Oh, so maybe that's why. Maybe last time we hadn't reloaded it when we made the changes.
I'm guessing the same, yeah. All right, so we have one case there. Start
Do
with
we?
Jorge, and then I'll
Oh,
just
do you wanna?
verify the
Yeah, do you wanna
Apple.
reload it? Now that you delete it, the prints. I mean, it should make a difference, but
Make sure I saved it. Okay, loading.
cool.
Running with Apple. Was
Good.
false. Jorge is true.
Good.
Now we're going to want to set it up so that it will run with the null string,
Mm-hmm.
or nil,
Mm-hmm.
rather. Okay, so right now, if we set the nil string, thing is true, right?
Yep. So we need to do the not. Right. We want to do
So
it.
wait,
Yeah.
tell me what you're thinking.
Yeah, exactly what you're doing. But so instead of true, when we have the first statement where it says r is equal true, I
Mhm.
might say r is equals false. Oh, yeah. So r is equal false. I would just leave it as r is equal false, right? And then we only switch it to true if not in.
All right,
Right?
so with
Because,
that, it would
well,
it would if we have
oh, okay.
a null string,
Yeah, it's gonna say it's a consonant.
yeah. And there's also if we have things like percent sign
Yeah. Yeah,
or
I was
other
thinking,
characters.
yeah. Okay, yeah, so no, that's not gonna work. So what were you thinking?
I was thinking, well, the null string is fairly straightforward. Um, we can say if a string is equal to a null string, then it tell it specifically to return false.
Constants
This
false otherwise.
s dot.
Hmm. I mean, we can't. So my thought with that is that there are, so there's an at sign, there's a pound sign, there are so many things that we would have to define so many special cases that I don't think that's what they meant us to do.
Oh, it's really easy.
Oh, okay.
Really easy. You're gonna love this.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So first, and I'll tell you how in a second. First, let's test this. Okay.
Yep. For the nil.
So we have put s as a string. If it equals a null string, then r is false. Okay.
Yep.
Saved. I'm loading, and then I'm running. And I didn't do that. All right. Actually, you know what? Is that saying it's a special character? Let me just double quotes and confirm that. It's still saying it's true. Oh, that's because we set r to true right after it. Right.
Yeah, it has to come down. Yep.
Right, saving,
Ha,
loading.
there you go. I can see your console now.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
All right. And it's false. If you resize, it resizes mine also, just so you know.
Okay.
It's just one of those things. All right, so we are good. So the empty string is working, and
Okay.
the other way that I was showing you is going to be really easy. You're going to love it. Is
Yeah, yeah. I want to see that one.
yeah. If we say and, so what are we saying here? If it includes a vowel,
Mm-hmm.
return false,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we can say or
Mm-hmm.
if it includes or does not include A through Z.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
This is my first time using dot include. Before I was saying if S is equivalent to the regex expression or the regular expression.
Yeah. Which is
So I would say
probably,
this include.
yeah, which is probably maybe more like what they wanted us to use since the title is regex of the assignment. But
Okay. So we're saying if it's not in A through Z, return false. Okay, let's test it. Is that good to you?
yep, yep.
And if we don't, we can, I think on the third one, we will definitely do
Yeah, regex.
Yep. Okay, so loading. Okay, that's a null string again.
Oh, do you need to put quotation marks around the A and the Z?
Oh, you know what? If I do that though, does it know how to? I might have to use the regex here.
No,
All right,
I think it does. I think
so I
being Ruby.
saved, loading, testing.
Mm.
All right, so not
Oh,
knowing for sure if this is going to.
so Jonathan, before, can
Yep.
you try dot 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 instead of dash? I think that's,
Oh, like up to and including.
yeah.
Actually, up to and excluding. If I do 3, can I do 2 dots?
Yeah, yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, one of those two.
All right.
I just think that that might work. Because I remember seeing something like that.
Okay, loaded. Testing. Oh, nice. Okay. So with strings, to do a range, we're doing the dot dot. I'm really glad you brought that up. All right, so the empty string is returning null. Now we're going to return at sign, or pass at sign to it rather. All right, that
Yeah,
is false.
cool.
Okay.
So it seems like we might be able to get rid of, what if we comment out that empty string one? Because it seems like it's already not an A through Z.
Good. Let's do it. Okay, loading. Saved, loading. Okay, so let's do the null
Empty string,
string.
yeah, cool.
Nice. All right. Any more changes?
I think the only minor thing that we could do to make it a little more elegant and maybe for us to test, and I don't know if it, but the only thing I would have is instead of saying r equals true, and I'm just thinking out loud. If I'm just thinking out loud first to see if you think that might work. Instead of saying r equals true, we just do true. Like, well, yeah. And then yeah.
That?
Well, but true needs to go up.
My
Oh no, you're right. You're right. I think
okay.
that works too. Yeah, because it's only gonna return. It's only gonna go into that loop. Yeah, no, I think that's great. I think that looks good. I think we gotta
Let's
try.
test it. Let's test it here. All right, so I saved, loaded, empty string. Empty string is good. Special character, good. Pass. Let's do a val string, pass. And let's do a consonant string,
Oh,
not pass. Okay.
so I guess maybe we just do return true. I guess it doesn't evaluate it somehow. You want to try return true? You think it would evaluate
So
it?
this should stop processing here. Let's do your print. Print S.
Well, for Jorge, it shouldn't have stopped processing, right? It should have gone on to true.
Yes, it should not have been caught. So let's see what is in. I saved it, I loaded it. Why didn't it print S? Oh, it caught, okay. We put print S first. Save. Is this what you're thinking? Like I'm thinking let's see what's in S at that point.
Sure.
Okay. If S sub 0 return false if it's not included. Does this logic not work?
Oh, well,
Or
I
put it
think,
here?
I think the only problem is that, I think the only problem was that it might need to say return true at the end.
I'm fairly confident that that return true is going to be identical to
To
true.
true. Okay.
But let's confirm that.
Okay.
So I saved it, loading, running. Okay. So it's doing the same thing.
Oh, it's doing the same. Oh, you already did all of that. Okay, so why is it doing that? So it's coming in and it's returning false if or not. Okay.
Let's put these in a separate sentences. Return vowel. Return not a letter. Okay, this will just confirm exactly which one it's missing. And we're going to want to change drivers here. Okay, so it's saying Jorge is not a letter, and we're going to say Jorge is driving, okay?
Okay. So how is that not a letter?
You know, the way I'm not familiar with include.
Okay.
So another way to do it is to say S sub 0 the equals tilde
Mm-hmm.
and then start a regex expression and just put A through Z.
Yeah, we can try that.
I'll talk you through it if you want to start typing it.
Yep.
Okay, I think we do want to keep line 22 because it's checking for vowels, and we think it's working. And then what we could do is say return. What do we want to do? Return true.
Do you
Or
still want to leave
false.
return not a letter for now?
Yeah, yeah. It looks good like that.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. So return not a letter if S sub 0 is or equal tilde, and then you to start the regex expression is saying is it like, and then you do forward slash open bracket A
Curly
dash
bracket
Z.
or that bracket?
Yeah, that one. A to Z, yep, and then close bracket forward slash.
Okay.
Okay, and then that is saying if it is like that. So what we need to do to change it to not, let's go find that here. We have to put a caret So we need to put the caret inside the bracket. So
Inside.
in right before the A, before the open bracket, or after the open bracket, right before the A.
Put something like that.
And we're gonna put the it's like shift 6. Yeah, there we go.
Huh.
That's just saying if it's not A to Z.
Okay. Interesting. All right.
Return not a letter. Okay.
You want to try that?
Okay.
Okay. So I saved it. I'm gonna load it, and we're gonna test it. We're getting nil.
That's unexpected. All right.
Oh, well, maybe because we needed to.
Oh, it is a letter, so it's and then put true back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's good. That's good. So maybe working as expected.
Ah. All right. So that is working. So let's go back to some of the other ones. Oh, I guess. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Apple.
So, great. We'll turn that to false in a second. Special character, not a letter. Perfect. That exactly is working like it should.
Yeah, that's great. And then I
And we'll
guess
turn that to false.
Ooh.
And an empty string is true. Not expected.
An empty string is true. So it's not a letter, right?
Yeah, I would think it's not a letter. So we can add just a special situation for an empty string, or we could try to include it in one of these. You know, the easiest way is just to say in one of them, or even if we're going to combine them, say or s dot toString equals empty string. S dot to underscore s equals quote quote. Is it clear to you the difference between double and single quotes?
From my understanding, they're essentially equivalent, and I think there are a few exceptions where you can use one or not the other.
Okay.
But for the most part, they're basically the same thing. And I think one of the reasons is that you can include one inside of the other.
Okay.
So I think that's what they get used a lot is if you want to have nested strings, you generally maybe include the single ticks inside the double ticks.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, so let's try to load it again.
And you saved?
Yeah. There's, I think if it hasn't been saved, let's see. Oh, maybe, I don't know. It needs to be green, I guess. Okay. So let's load the letter. That was unexpected, that other one, but it seems to catch that. What if we do? I mean, can you pass it nil?
Yeah, but it looks like we have to do that before we downcase.
Yeah, so can you say if nil, or return false if nil before we downcase? Do we need to account for that?
Yes, we do.
S is nil, or I imagine you can also do that underline.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about this, what I did before
Yeah.
is I returned false if it was empty. I don't even know why I needed to do that, but I returned true if it was a letter, was not a vowel. Yeah, if it was a letter and not a vowel. So I took those two statements and I returned true with them, and I positively identified everything. And then everything else was false.
Okay.
That makes sense. So basically, these two statements,
Yeah.
if and this one,
Yep.
I took those two statements. I said if it's not a vowel and
Yeah.
it is a letter, true. Everything else is false. But anyway, that's just. I think we have it covered here. I think we have to ask: is empty? Can we do equals nil? Let's test it real fast, I guess.
As opposed to equals nil.
Yeah, no, yeah. In some languages, if you say equals nil, it'll say false because we don't know. A nil doesn't equal a nil. And so we have to actually use a method that checks for nil. So there's a is underscore empty question mark
Is that?
or is nil. Yeah, it's gonna be one of these. Let's see here. Do you want me to look it up here?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Is nil. In the documentation site, let's see if is nil is one. Undefined method is nil. Let's try is empty. Oh, it looks like we can use maybe dot nil. Dot nil question mark.
Okay.
Here's someone asking, what's the difference between dot nil question mark, dot empty question mark, and dot blank?
s.nil.
Empty can mean it's both empty, or maybe like for an array has no elements. But an empty string is one that is not nil. Okay.
So Jonathan,
Yep.
I need to take a 10 or 15-minute break here. I'm not sure how these work. If maybe doing these first two is good enough for now, or if maybe I'm not sure how that generally works.
Yeah, I don't know. We could pause.
I mean, if that works for you, that's great. But I mean, I understand if you want to just keep going, and I mean, I'm not sure.
My suggestion would be let's finish parts 2 and 3. I'm sorry, part 2. So if you're able to come back, I can wait.
Oh, for part 3, you mean?
To finish, well, I'm sorry, part 2, number 3, the binary multiple of 4.
Oh, so you're saying let's finish the one we're doing right now, and then maybe I come back and we finish the binary multiple of 4.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, but do we figure out what the syntax is for?
Yeah, I think we need just a question mark at the end of that. Then save.
Just like that?
Yeah, I think that will work. I'm gonna go ahead and load it.
Okay.
There you go.
Huh. Okay.
Good work. All right, I think we're ready to test.
Yeah, let's test that.
I'm gonna quit, and then I'm
Yep.
gonna go to the RSpec test for starts with consonant. And it says, when it passed it to letter A, it said not a consonant. Oh, we should be getting false.
Oh,
We change lines 22 and 23 to the word false. And I know we can clean this up, but first, if it's just working.
all right. Let's try it again. I
All right,
saved it.
saved? Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Oh no, it locked me. Did it lock you too?
It did. It's so weird.
Huh.
All right, I'm closing it.
Okay.
And then I'm opening it under View Console.
Okay.
It didn't come back.
The console didn't come back?
No.
Okay. All right. So what you do, apparently there's a better way.
Okay.
If you go down to where the bash was, it says now it probably says part 2 spec RB. Can you see that? Do you have any tabs open down there?
You can see my screen here.
Oh, let me look at your screen here. Okay, so go down, yeah, just click that little that plus button, and then new terminal. Yep, all the second down. Yep, and I think that one should do it.
Yeah, new terminal. Okay. So this is going to be new terminal. Okay, okay.
But I
All
think you
right.
still get connected.
Yeah, it's weird. It hadn't done that before. Then I need to go to the file location. So cd homework Ruby intro. I think we're good. All right, success.
All right.
Can you see that all the tests have passed?
I can see it on your screen. I haven't gotten mine to sync with yours yet, but
Okay, so we're all green. We're good.
cool.
And then when you come back, we'll do the third section of part 2.
Sounds great. So yeah, it should be at 10, 15 at most, but maybe around 10.
Okay, cool.
All right, see you in a bit.
All right, bye.
I'll just mute myself, but I'll just leave this on.
Yeah, I would suggest not. I think if we end the session, it will end the video.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so I'll just mute myself, but I'll stay here.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you. Hello, I'm back if you're back.
Hello.
Oh,
Hey. Just got back.
all right. All right, so if you see here, added a little break note,
Yeah.
and I was looking up regex for binary.
Cool.
Okay, for this next section, we are looking to define, ready to jump in?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. For the next section, we are defining a binary multiple of 4 that takes a string and returns true if the string represents a binary number that is a multiple of 4. Make sure it returns false if the string is not a valid binary number. Run associated tests via the method there. Okay. We have defined binary multiple of 4s. Okay. So here we could use the regex a little bit.
Yep.
Okay, so what we can do is true. I'm driving here.
Oh, I'm moving. Sorry.
What's that?
Was I moving your screen?
No, I didn't note it in the notes.
Oh,
So
okay, cool. Yeah, because I was moving up to see the instructions up there, and I was wondering if that moved your screen also when I did that. Apparently not, which is good.
hey, also before I forget, may I have the YouTube link?
Yes.
It's in the bottom right of
Yep.
your Google Hangouts window.
Yep. Maybe.
Perfect, thank you. Now I noticed here it says workspace member J Castel is read only. That's weird.
Mine says R read write.
Yeah, I'm not gonna change it, but you were obviously writing earlier, so.
Yeah, well, let me test again to see if we're still. So you said true. I mean, you can see my
Yeah.
writing. Okay.
Alrighty. Let's just let's look at this here. All right. So if in this case it's not just the first letter, we're gonna say if S is like, and this is what I was looking at before. So this is a regex string.
Mm-hmm.
And a regex string outside of the brackets,
Mm-hmm.
caret is saying the beginning of the string,
Oh,
and dollar
interesting.
sign is saying the end of the string.
Oh, okay.
And then in the middle, we're going to have a 0 or 1. And then the plus sign, I think it's going to tell it that it has to occur at least one time. Confirming that here. Yeah, okay, so the plus sign is saying that we have to see a 0 or we have to see a 1. Okay?
Okay.
So on this string expression, this plus, this all just made sense to me based on this explanation here. This guy was awesome. He explains in detail every part of it. Okay. So did you understand the parts that I just explained, or just run with it?
Yeah, I mean, all right. So understood that the caret means beginning, and the dollar sign means and then the 0, 1 are just the two binary numbers, and then you have a plus. So in plain words, what are you trying to say?
In plain words, in the brackets saying it has to be zeros or ones.
How about in the entire expression though? Like in plain words, can you just say what you're trying to make the entire expression say?
This is that's the point of the caret and the dollar sign, is saying that from the beginning to the end, it can only be like this.
Okay, so from the
We can
beginning to the
have,
end, it can only be either a 0 or a 1, right?
yes, and it could be one or more occurrences of
Okay.
0 or 1.
Okay.
Right, and that's so the caret and the dollar sign mean that if after the 0 or the 1 or before the 0 or the 1, it doesn't end the sentence, so there's like an A somewhere, then it will be false.
Okay.
All right, so let's test this. Just as is, using this RSpec. All right, it says that we have classified valid binary numbers and rejected 101. Why did we reject 101? Did you just close your bash window?
No, I tried to get it to appear. I've been trying to get it to appear because it wasn't appearing.
All right, mine just restarted. That's why I
Okay,
asked.
can you try something to see if I can finally connect with you?
Yeah, I'll run that test again.
Okay, yeah, it's not. Maybe it takes a little bit to sync. Not sure. Like
Yeah, it just
I'm in
restarted.
your bash, but I'm in your bash, but it's not. It doesn't seem to be synced.
Maybe a connection error.
So let's see. I mean, oh yeah, my commands. Doesn't seem like my commands are running for you either. Are you seeing my commands come through at all? My bash commands.
No.
Yeah.
Do you want to close and reopen, or I can close mine?
So what if we both? I don't know.
I just closed mine.
You close yours. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to try and open? Oh, yeah. So maybe that's what we do. Maybe you try to open it again.
So I have a new terminal.
I was still disjointed, but that's fine. It's not a big deal.
All right, it's saying that we are not returning true when it gives the input 101 as a string. All right, so first of all, if that's as a string, maybe we convert our string to
Int.
int. Yep. All right, so saving that, testing it. All right, actually now it's failing, but it's failing on a different number.
Okay. What number?
It's saying, because before it was failing on 101, now it's failing on
Not long one.
this longer string. Now it also says if it's a multiple of 4. I'm not seeing why this. I think we're saying everything is true if it's binary, but I think this is expecting this to be true, and I'm not. So it's unclear why we're not returning true. So let's. I'm thinking print s just to see where we're at, and print s dot to integer. Save IRB load lib ruby intro.rb. This is binary multiple of 4 question mark. Pass it. Okay. Is that good?
Yep.
We're gonna run. Okay. That returns a nil. But what did it print? Didn't print anything. Why didn't it print? Oh, it did. Sorry, I need to do puts. All right, it's printing what looks to me like a valid binary number that should be caught by this. Any suggestions or thoughts?
I'm just kind of having a hard time following because I can't see both things at once. No. So when you're running that number, we're getting true. Like, did you try to reproduce to grab the number that they say it's failing on?
Yeah, now, okay, with the changes I made here, the number it said it was failing on first and second, they're both giving us true.
Oh, okay.
If it helps while I'm driving, if you want to just go off of my screen.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing right now. It's just.
Okay. Would you mind running the RSpec?
Yeah, I can run the RSpec. It's just.
You have it in front of you? I can do it.
Yeah, no, I'll run it right now. Let me see if we can kind of get back in sync. I just don't know what we need to do to actually get back in sync. Okay, so I'm gonna run RSpec. Binary multiple of 4.
Oh, you know what?
Hmm.
The 101 should fail. I understand what I was doing wrong. All right, the 101 should fail, and I was thinking it should be true. So it was passing the 101 because I set s to integer and then tested it. So that didn't work. Or that failed, and so it was giving a false pass. The reason we need it to fail is because it's not divisible by 4.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to say s dot to integer divisible by 4 evenly.
Well, we first need to convert it. Oh, so are they talking about, is the binary number the one that needs to be divisible by 4? Okay.
Okay, I don't know actually. Do we convert it?
Yeah, yeah.
I took this as the binary number itself
Yeah, yeah. No, that
is
sounds good.
divisible by
Yeah,
4.
let's try that. Yeah, because 100 is divisible by 4. I mean, it essentially would be just the hundreds, I think.
And this isn't converting it from binary to
Correct.
normal integer. It's just
Yeah, yeah,
taking the binary as
yeah,
that is the integer.
yeah.
And you're right. And it's basically saying, does it start with a number that 4 goes into?
Okay, so should we, you can't see my test yet, right? It's still,
I cannot.
okay. So I can't, okay, so let's see. So we saved it and it's equal to 4. So I'm gonna load it, reload it. Let's see. Also, I don't need to reload it now that we're just running with the RSpec. So I'm gonna run the RSpec. Oh, hey, we got all greens. So apparently that's what it needed to happen.
That's good. I'm doing just tests on some other values.
Okay.
Characters. All right, so far it looks good. I'll do an empty string here. All right, yeah, everything we're passing is looking good. All right, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it looks good. I mean, it's passing the test, and let's see. Yeah, I mean the plus. I mean the regex syntax is um, still interesting to me because it's kind of unique, like that plus. It just seems to do so much with so little.
Yes, I know, right?
Yeah, so that's the only thing. But I mean, everything else kind of looks pretty good.
Well, I'm comfortable with this. Do you want to, if you're comfortable also, do you want to go to part 3 or call it here?
We can just go to part 3. Let's try and get it done, right? I mean,
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm okay with it if you have time.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, you're, if it's okay, you're driving again, and we're going to
That's
define
fine.
a class, book in stock, written there, which represents a book with an ISBN number, ISBN, a price of the book as a floating point number, price as attributes, run associated tests. The constructor should accept the ISBN number as a string
Okay. This should be
as the
pretty
first
straightforward.
argument and price as a second argument. Should raise argument error if the ISBN is the empty string or if the price is less than or equal to 0. All right.
Okay.
This is what we did in the lectures.
Yeah. I didn't know if you were pointing at something on your screen or.
No, no, no. I just mean this
Yeah.
concept of what we
Yeah.
need to do.
Yeah. So properties. So it looks like these are properties, right? The ISBN is a property. The price is a property. Oh yeah, as attributes. Yeah. Same thing. And then I guess there's the attribute of read write. Okay, the constructor should accept the ISBN number. So we can start maybe defining a constructor.
This is, I was just looking for it. Yeah, yep.
Structure should accept the ISBN number. The string, since real life ISBN can be given with 0. Okay. That's the first argument. So I'm going to say ISBN. ISBN. The first argument and price is the second argument. Price. Second argument, and should raise augment error one of previous built-in exception types.
So can we say that raise argument error if can we just say that exactly? Yeah, if ISBN dot toString equals quote double quote.
Is it like that, the string?
Yeah. And then equals
is the empty string, or if the price is less than or equal.
We may want to do double equal sign.
Oh yes. or price is less than or equal to 0.
Do we have to change price to a number or confirm it as a number?
No.
All right, we can skip it for now and then when testing.
Yeah, okay. Price is less than or equal to 0. Include the proper getters and setters for these attributes. Okay. So the getters and setters. So wasn't it something like price? Don't remember if it's double at or one at. Here.
Sorry, would you say that again, please?
I don't remember if we need. I don't remember which ones are the instant variables and which ones are the class variables. One is double at sign, one is single at sign. I can't remember.
I want to say double is the global, but I have a bit of I want to find the examples that were given in the lecture.
Yeah, I'll find them in a second. Yeah, if you want to look into that, I wanted to get us at least started with some framework here.
Yeah, perfect. It sounds like you have a good starting thought. Okay, so then we can define method price as string.
Oh, let's see.
Okay. All right, you want me to look up price or formatting?
Look up what, I'm sorry?
Formatting.
Yeah, price formatting.
Okay.
Are you doing that, or do you want me to look it up?
Yeah, I can do it.
If you want to look that up, I'm gonna go look at the example that we got in the lectures of object-oriented programming, so that I can remember if it's double at sign or single at sign.
Perfect. Where do you find that example? Where are you looking for that?
I've been taking notes on the lectures.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go open my notes.
You know what? I obviously need to thoroughly do that. I did it before on all the Code Academy stuff.
Yeah.
But
yeah, those ones should have it too.
okay.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, so it's a single at sign. Do you have any luck finding the
Yeah, close.
Okay, yeah, just
I
let me
found the
know.
right articles. I'm ready to go.
Okay, cool.
All right, looks like we can do number to currency as a method.
That's a predefined method. Oh, like grab the number, grab the price.
For the formatting.
The currency.
Price dot. Actually, it's going to be how do we do this? No, we're going to print at the end. Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right. I'm so sorry. Put, and then it's going to be it's something like a global method. So we're going to say number to currency, and then pass it at price.
Okay. So is it all lowercase number?
Yeah,
Okay.
number.
And that's a method that already exists?
Yes. In Rails, yes.
Okay. Number to
And then we
currency.
pass it at price, or the variable.
Okay.
Okay, the default values will work for my computer because my default value has locale in the US, so it's $sign. But if someone's computer is running this and their default values are different, their locale is different, then it will not work correctly.
Yeah.
So I think we need to see how we can set.
Okay. So did you do, so you did IRB, right? Is that how you ran?
Yeah.
And you load Ruby underscore intro.
Oh, you know, I think we might need to. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how these classes work. Were you able to find your notes
Yeah. What are you wondering about?
on the creating the class?
Mm-hmm.
When we're creating the method, do we need to pass it a parameter in the method?
I'm not sure. Can you point at where?
Right here, do we need to pass it price?
Let's see. I didn't look that part up. Let me look at method. Um, no, no, you don't need to pass it anything because when you initialize your class, to initialize, because okay, so price of string is an instance method, so you can only run it off of an instance of book in stock. And in order to have a book in stock, you already need to know what its ISBN and price are.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So so I think we're good. I'm just trying to run it. So I was trying to see. Did it quit? Did it quit? I wish we could sync back on that in the bash. I'm in your bash, but um,
So we can run the same one, right?
okay. So I am. So do I need to? Also, I probably need to CD into the library. I was just gonna try to play with it a little bit to see, kind of how we're working. So then I run. I'm trying to run that IRB command in the bash terminal that you did. So all I need to do is be in the right directory, and then I run IRP on IRB, and then I should be able to load it. Load Ruby underscore intro .rb. So when I try to load it, it says name error, undefined local variable or method. Ruby underscore intro. Oops. RB. So what do you suppose that's about?
I'm not sure. What are you saying?
So let's see.
Or what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to just do that IRB that you did so that we can start calling things and see how things are working.
Okay, you know what? Let's time-wise, we're at 15 minutes for the driving. If it's okay with you, let's switch to me driving, and
Sure.
then when we go back, we'll troubleshoot it first.
Yeah.
Okay. Jonathan is driving.
Mm.
Okay. I just ran the test, and these are what's failing. I'm gonna run it real fast again. All right, so should be able to change ISBN and price, and there was a default value for these in the lectures. So I don't have it, but I think that's what we want to start on next. So class customer. Do you remember which lecture these are from? I'm not seeing it.
I think I'm just going back to the Code Academy stuff.
Okay.
I don't think. I think since I'd already taken notes on the Code Academy Ruby part, I didn't take as many notes for that from the lecture. There's something called the attribute accessor property. I remember it being used in Code Academy, but I didn't take notes of that, other than the fact that you could use it. I didn't necessarily take notes. I wonder if that's what they're talking about. It says that you should be. Oh no, still a number error.
We can do that here. Something like this, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I think, well, yeah, I think I can't remember if the dots. Um, I can't remember if the dots were, because I remember there was kind of a problem with it. I don't remember if the dots were attached to the variable, or if they were attached to the keyword.
I'm looking at an example
Oh, okay.
In Ruby Wikibooks. This is what I'm looking at. This is where I got it.
So I got someone on the chat asking me if I'm still in um, in the in the stream, but this is only for 2 people at a time, right? So I'm just gonna let them know that I'm already paired with someone.
You know, if they can jump in, say we're working on part 3. I honestly don't know. I think 2 is ideal.
Yeah, I think so
But
too. I'll
you
just
and
let
I
them
are
know.
also stuck right here, so
I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure we can figure it out. Um, I, I thought it was meant for 2 people, but
yeah.
um, so I'll just let them know. So is there? Geez, I just really wish that we could sync our bashes. So I'm in data science or data sci dash bear. But I see that your console is on Ubuntu. Can you try something? Can you double click in your console in your bash, like inside of it? Or yeah, the right click. Sorry. Um, and it says restart all terminal sessions. Could you try that? Okay, so you're in data science, so leave it there. I'm gonna try to read. Okay. All right. Can you type something now? See if it's showing up in mine. It's not.
It is or it's not.
It's not. But we're both. We're at. Oh, you're in Ubuntu. I thought yours said data side just a moment ago.
Well, it's Ubuntu at DataSci Berkeley.
Hmm. Okay. Because what I want to do is I wanted to start actually playing with the class, because there are two parts to this, and one is just making sure that the class is working and that we're being able to initialize it. But in order to do that, I want to run that IRB.
Yeah.
And when I try to run that IRB, it's not letting me. So perhaps maybe can I share my? Oh, but you're driving now. You're the one driving. So could you? So maybe I just look at your screen and I can just tell you maybe something that we can try.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me.
Okay. So can we run that IRB that you were running before? And then let's load. Yeah. Oh, okay. So you're having the same problem I am.
No, I'm not having the problem. It's just I'm in the wrong directory.
Okay.
But you just have to switch to CD, homework,
Yeah.
Ruby, intro.
Yeah. So I went there.
Now
Huh.
it'll load.
No, see, I was having the same problem.
Wait. Let's see where we're at now.
Oh, so you have to
That
hit.
one should work. Because I'm telling it to load from the live.
So you need to CD into the library.
No, it shouldn't have to.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you gotta put it in quotes.
Oh, that makes sense.
Let's try double quotes.
See, that's the importance of.
Oh, you know what? Did you? I think this is yours. I think yeah, because earlier I had it on here.
Oh, I
I
see.
think we
Yeah,
were sharing.
yeah. So somehow, like, we are
Or,
connected.
yeah.
Like, our batches are connected, but we're not live. Like, yeah, we're being able to use each other's commands. Okay.
Okay. There we go. There we go.
Okay. All right. Okay. So then, you can say something like new, or like book equals um, uh, book in stock dot new. Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. Let's see what error we get there. Yeah, so new is lowercase for whatever reason. I guess just because it's a method. Okay, yeah, so we're not using that attribute
so I have
access.
a problem with this.
So let me look that up really quick. I can find it. So here. Um,
Wait, where's our? Okay. Sorry. Actually, I think I might have wanted to take these outside of the initialize.
yeah, and that's why I
And then
didn't take very good notes of that part. Like where exactly I remember them being outside of it.
because
Um,
these are setting up separate methods. So initialize is one. These are the get sets.
yeah,
And then these are good. Okay, so I'm gonna save that. Just try the same thing again. Load. And the student book is done. All right, there we go.
Yeah, so let's try that. Oh, where'd they go? Oh, cool. Okay.
I wanted to check the.
Well, and they might need to be caps. They might. I'm thinking the attribute accessor property might need to go along with the case that's next to the @ sign. I'm still trying to find it.
Hey, we're making awesome progress, even though we're feeling our way through this.
Yeah.
Look.
Okay, so we're able to change that. Okay, so what's the
This is working.
yeah, should be able to change ISBN. Should set. We should set it. Should be fine. Huh. Should set ISBN. So it's not set. What if, okay, what if we just try this? What if we try ISBN matching the caps to the red ones? Yeah, like, yeah. Oh, well, no, the other way around. Well, I'll try the other way around. The property, yeah. So grabbing that can no. So that's not no. So
All right,
that
you
one needs
tell
to be
me.
looked.
What are you looking for?
Okay, so I'm talking about okay, here, let me go to the screen so I can show you. So this, oop, why can't I? Oh, maybe, oh, there you go. So I'm talking about this ISBN
Yeah.
matching this ISBN. So making this ISBN all caps. Yeah. That one needs to be price, but with cap.
Yeah. Is
Yep.
this a? This is an instance variable, right?
Correct. That's the instance
Should.
variable. Well, yeah, and I don't know if it needs that. But you can try it with and without, and I'm still looking for them here.
I think that point of the @ is that it's storing it, right? With the instance, as long as the instance exists, it will store the value.
Mm, just want to find that.
All right, so I changed it, and we're going backwards here.
We're going backwards.
Now it doesn't recognize it. You know what we can do is look at the RSpec. So it's trying to set ISBN to this string, and then it's looking for @book.isbn. Hey, you want to drive?
Yeah. I'm getting really close to finding where that was at.
Yeah, let's keep doing it. Yeah, I'm reading as well.
Okay, good. I'm getting really close.
I'm putting them lowercase, okay, to match what they were requesting.
Okay.
You know what? I'm sorry. That should be you. All
Oh,
right.
that's
So
fine.
you're
Okay.
now you're driving. Um,
Okay, let me do where am I? So, okay, but you got it. Oh, this is caps, right?
why would that be caps?
Because the constructor should accept the ISBN number as the first argument and the price as the second argument.
What I was looking at is when it's checking, it's
Oh,
using lowercase.
sorry here. Represents a book with an ISBN number, ISBN, and price of the
Lowercase.
book and prices attributes. Okay. So yeah, so it looks like the attributes need to be like that. ISBN. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. I thought they were asking for them capitals, but yeah, apparently they wanted to be lowercase. So maybe have you tried running it like this?
Let's go ahead and run it.
Let
I
me
can
see.
run it.
Okay, so I need to cd to homework. Maybe. Okay, so now I need to cd into the library.
Hey, check it out.
Let's see. Oh, there you go. Okay. So that was the only problem. So, and then let's see. So the only thing that I've seen as far as syntax is this guy's get put up here. Cool. All right. So
All
now we
right.
can move
So
on to
according
this.
to this, we just have the formatting of the number to currency.
Okay. So let me see. Let me look at your screen. So it was defined. Okay. So apparently that number to currency is not working. Does it say, oh, okay. So let's try, let me try.
Let's run some. Think about running some tests and see what it's actually outputting right now
Yeah, exactly.
with some different numbers.
That's what I'm
Okay.
doing. So I'm in, okay. So I'm gonna do IRB. Okay, now I'm gonna load quotations. Oh, I guess maybe it might be in there already. So you've done it. Okay. All right, so it ran. Okay, so I'm gonna create a new instance. How do we get you to see, or what are we gonna do about this? How are we gonna get you to see my bash? I mean, should I just share my screen with you? Or?
Do you wanna paste it into the to the workspace?
Okay, but I'm still running it. So
Okay.
I'm gonna run it. So I'm gonna run, so I'm gonna create a new instance of the book. So I'm gonna say book equal to book in stock. Book is equal to book in stock dot new, and it's going to have a 123 has the ISBN. The price is going to be 33.33, and okay, so that was created. And I'll just show it to you here. So this is what we got so far. So that's what I've done so far. So now I'm going to call the method on it and see what error we are getting. So the method would be, so we're going to do book dot price. It doesn't autocomplete. Price as string. Yeah. So undefined method number to currency. So I just don't think that method exists. I mean, maybe if we load a certain library. So I think we just kind of have to. I think we're supposed to define to make the method. So I'm going to paste.
Which it's a Ruby version. You know what? I have Ruby version 2.3.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yes.
it's Rails.
Yeah, I have
Rails
2.3
version.
also. 2.3.0. I'm running in your bash. So. Oh man,
Okay, I'm guessing I do have 426. Okay, so this is saying number to currency is a Rails function. Maybe not. All right, I found another method that we can use, but I don't fully understand it. So do you want to do that?
Yeah, I mean, we could just try to create it ourselves.
Okay, so string format, we're going to put on line 54, or if you want to create a new line, it's quote $, percent dot to F as in Frank.
Like that?
I'm sorry, the number 2 and then F. This is
Percent
telling
dot.
how many decimal places.
Oh, yeah, 2
Okay.
floating. Yeah.
And then end quote space percent space at price.
Like that?
All right, let's try it.
Okay.
It's basically saying start with the $, include your variable, point, and then 2 spaces.
I have to do that because he was blowing up my compiler. Okay. So let's create a new book. Okay, book created. Let's book the price is string. And it's returning 3333 with a $sign in it. What if we do?
You know, I just ran the test and it's passing.
We passed everything. Okay. Yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah, so I'm honestly comfortable. It's clear to me that I need to firm up on Ruby. So that's just a takeaway. Do you have any other takeaways or suggestions?
No. I mean, I think for me, I still, I still have to go back and look into the regex because I'm just not terribly familiar. I get a better idea now after running through a couple examples with you. But
Okay.
yeah, but no, I mean, I think everything worked out pretty well.
Hey, do you want to do me a favor? Do you want to stop broadcast since we're done?
Okay.
And then when you do that, I have a question.
Yeah. So let's see. So